part man.
They look human. Sweat, bad breath, everything.
Part machine. And he's been sent to the past.
We're talking about things that I haven't done yet in the past tense.
In a battle for a future that may not even happen.
And it absolutely will not stop till you are dead.
Linda Hamilton, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator. Next on the USA Movie Special.
The following film includes some violent content. Parental discretion is advised.
Today we're going to be doing something different. My internet's down, like I get a new router. So that gives me time to do some other things. I was going to do an audio commentary on Casino Royale, because I'll be doing some James Bond stuff in the future. But since it's my first audio commentary, might as well do it on my favorite movie of all time. Alright, let's switch on over, because I'm recording this on OBS. I got it queued up on the Xbox One, and I'm recording on, watching it and recording on the same thing. Computer and the TV's the same fucking thing. So I got the splitter here. I gotta press a button, so I'll go away from the computer screen onto the Xbox One now. Alright, got the move. Yeah, you heard it right there when you switch over. It's now 12:06 a.m. on it's probably June 2nd, 2024. Getting close to the date of when the future takes place, 2029. So about 4.5 years later. Yeah. So I'm watching the DVD, the special edition, although there isn't anything really special about it except for the audio is they got a different stereo audio track. So put it on the mono. Yeah, I remember first watching this and noticing the audio is different. Yeah, because I first saw this on VHS. Watched the hell out of it. Yeah, so I noticed that. But other than that, no other George Lucas changes to this version anyway. Oh yeah, it was only in the last few years that I found out this does. You can change it back to the mono track, so put down the mono track if you want to see here, actually. Here are the original theoretical, or theatrical, I always like to say theoretical audio. Alright, I got it on 00, ready to go. We'll go on go, so 1, 2, 3, go. There's your Lethal Weapon 2 bit right there, so let me just get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, there's the lion roar. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. Now we're on the Orion logo. So where they are out of business, as Family Guy says. Where did they come back in business? Somebody bought them out. Hemdale presents a Pacific Western production of a James Cameron film. Los Angeles, 2029-80. Yeah, like I said, another 4.5 years, and then we'll be at that date. Already past the 1997 when the nukes go off. These dates seem far away off, and some of these movies, like Back to the Future, we are past the future, and now they're in the past. That was 2015 for Back to the Future 2. Yeah, on my dad's birthday, October 21st, that's how I remember it, that date. Yeah, I did do a watch this earlier today, so I'll have more to commentate on. Well, the machines rose from the ashes of the nuclear fire. Their war to exterminate mankind has raged for decades, but the final battle would not be fought in the future. It would be fought here in our present tonight. Yeah, I believe this is supposed to take place in 1983, but I believe Schwarzenegger was there. He is now. There's his name in the title screen. Yeah, I was doing some other movies, so had to be pushed well, either later 1983 or into early 1984. So some of the dates are fucked up on the days. I'll get to it when we get there. Lance Hendrickson, Missed Michael Biehn, my favorite actor, and Paul Winfield, Lieutenant Traxler. Rick Rossovich, Top Gun, and some other movie I saw him in with the James Bond girl from The Living Daylights. Edited by Mark Goldblatt. He directed The Punisher. Director of photography, Adam Greenberg. Music by Brad Fiedel. Good music. Yeah, too bad he seemed to retire sometime after the mid-90s. Executive in charge. Special Terminator effects. Stan Winston goes on to help with the Aliens. Also, my second favorite movie. So, James Cameron's got my top 2 spot. Number 3 would be Taxi Driver. Beyond that, I couldn't tell you what my top 10 are. It'd be somewhere all over the place. A lot of 80s action movies directed by James Cameron. Too bad he says nowadays he wish he didn't make, or he would have done Terminator and Aliens different. But as I said, these are my 2 favorite movies of all time. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Here we go. Machinery. Opening shot of the garbage truck here. Los Angeles, 1984. 1:52 a.m. Yeah, I should have read the script on some of these things beforehand, but like I said, I saw the movie before today. What the hell? Goddamn son of a bitch. Yeah, I got the subtitles on. Got the audio real low. Yeah, I like the electric effects. They look real. I'm guessing they animated onto the film or over the film on a sheet. But they definitely do look real. Better than CGI bullshit nowadays. Yeah, this black guy's smart. I'm in a horror movie and I'm getting the hell out of here. Yeah, especially if he sees a big naked Austrian. I'm not gonna die today. Yeah, that's another thing. The other movies left out. This one is more of a horror movie. James Cameron did a painting where had the Terminator with a knife, so it's like a slasher film. Although he never uses a knife in the movie, only guns. So that's one of the reasons I like this one better than the other movies. A little foreshadowing here. Seeing the whole LA out in the distance. The terror he's going to cause to the whole town. Bill Paxton here. Yep, you can see his cock here, if you pause it. Yeah, people are asking if, does the Terminator have a cock? Well, of course he does. Cyborg, real living human tissue, so yes, would have a cock. Wouldn't be a Ken doll.
Look at it! Look at it!
Yeah. They fucked up on these guys in, what was it, Genesis? I only saw that once in the theater. I mean, don't they watch the movie? But then again, I guess they didn't care about getting things looking the same. Oh, rips out his heart. Now, what did Bill Paxton get killed by? A Terminator, a Predator, and an alien? Or is he just knocked out here? And was he actually killed by an alien, or was he killed by the atmosphere processor? Yeah, Lance Henriksen also was killed by Terminator in this one. I guess technically an alien in Aliens. Killed by a Predator in Aliens vs. Predator. Now all they have to do, well, Henriksen needs to be killed by a RoboCop. Then he's been killed by four of the greatest alien villains, 80s villains. Again, with the electric here, looks realistic. Now that out of breath, Michael Biehn does, I wonder if he got that from a real life experience, because that happened to me once when I was a kid on the bouncy castle. I was bouncing, and somehow it's like my leg fucking, if the way it landed hit my lung internally, and it felt just like this. I forget if he does a cameo that where you can ask him questions. I know Rambo Wrath for Life never knows what has anything to say to actors or anything, but there's one. Neither would I. Most of the time I have none to say. But there's one question to ask him. Did you get that from some real life experience? Another thing would probably be asking about Metal Gear. Did they pay him for his likeness on that for the NES game and Snake's Revenge? Rabbiting. Doesn't ever hear anyone say that. That son of a bitch took my pants. Yeah, I mostly seen this on TV, so that part was edited out. Yeah, I saw it unedited one time. My friend rented it when we were at his place. Didn't want to see it because already had it at home, but once I saw these other parts I didn't see, then yeah, let's watch this instead of playing video games or something else. Jump scares. Yeah, more horror in this. 12th May, Thursday. Yeah, they say 84 wasn't a Thursday on 12th May. That's why 83, I believe it is. Ooh, could he be a Terminator breaking through that real easy? No, I said in the comments over on Rainbow Wrath for Life's commentary of T2, where Linda Hamilton breaks the key off. That is possible. I've done that once. Not intentionally, because the lock was fucked up and I got pissed off and I turned it like hell and broke it off. So yeah, that's possible. I like this. Yeah, hiding in the clothes like when you're kids. See, this is why kids also like some of these movies, even though they're not supposed to. Well, they say not supposed to see it, but yeah, they know how that 80s rated R toys, Aliens, Terminator, they had toys for kids. Yeah, movie ain't gonna fuck them up. That's all bullshit. Nike Vandals right there, those shoes, and that's such a movie poster shot where he's leaning out of the photo booth. But those Nike Vandals, those are some nice shoes. Michael Biehn wanted to get them. I said in an interview he thought they were cool too. But I forget if he got them or couldn't find them. I also try to get something like that, hard to get, out of production. Nice stunt there, climbing down. A lot of acrobatics here. And Kyle Reese is all armed up. A couple minutes. Oh, I like this detail when he comes out in the street with the shotgun. You see in the background people backing away, like little details like that. Instead of everything being isolated, there is a world around them. Unlike movies today, they always do a lot of cheats like that. That would never happen. Or people, there would be a reaction from people. Yeah, there's another reaction from Kyle there. Seeing the cops, he backs away for a second. And that's why he got that trench coat to hide that shotgun. Look at this phone book. Remember those kids? Yeah, I know people complain about doxing, but years ago we had phone books to find everybody. Oh yeah, speaking of technology, or not having technology, yeah, not having the internet. Yeah, I was talking with my mom today and my brother, not having the internet. I was like, yeah, you remember the days when we didn't have it? What did we do then? Back then, watching movies and playing video games, although it's more about internet these days, making videos. Didn't have the Oh yeah, and my dad called me earlier. He's like, "You didn't pick up the phone." Yeah, I don't use my cell phone as a cell phone, mostly as a house phone. Don't like to be tracked by anybody. Know where I'm fucking going. Or yeah, like fucking January 6th over there at the fucking White House. Oh, you were there, so you must have been part of that. So no, that way you can't blame me on shit. Or like fucking cops saying fucking you're in a drug area or whatever so many times. You must be a druggie. No, that's not the case. So just leave it home. Nope, I'm at home all the time. Well, anyway, I was exercising down in the basement there, so that's why I didn't hear the phone. Yeah, I never have it on me. Yeah. What did you do without all this technology? Too bad Cameron here is pro-technology, pro-AI, even though he was warning against it, especially in this movie. Yeah, that's why I'm watching this on the DVD and not the Blu-ray. But originally I didn't get the Blu-ray. It's because it didn't have the special features. The last thing is, well, not really the last thing, is the quality and shit. But it looks like they're fucking it up. Yeah, the DVDs usually give you all the bells and whistles, and when they went to Blu-ray, they half-assed it like the Blu-ray to the original Blu-ray with no features and shit. I was like, fuck that. Nothing new. I ain't getting that. Even though it's my favorite movie of all time. The gun shop, the famous scene. Colt Ruger, store-wide clearance sale. 12-gauge auto-loader. The Sposs 12 shotgun. Italian. Pump or auto. Too bad the assault weapon ban pretty much got pretty much why they stopped manufacturing. I believe 2000. Assault weapon ban was 94. Of course, 93 was Jurassic Park. That also highlighted it, spotlighted it in that movie. Yeah, so basically, assault weapon made a dead gun, so it didn't sell well. Hard to get in America. Yeah, there's two versions. That one right there has the, you can see it right here, the lever safety. You don't want to get those because they can accidentally go off. You want the ones with the push safety. Dick Miller here. Wrong. Yes. Not worried, another thing about the past, not worried about getting shot in broad daylight. Yeah, this was before Columbine and 9/11. Well, you really didn't have to worry about those things. Time has passed here. Calories has a shirt. More shells. We'll see later on. Yeah, that's all to cut that down. Don't have to show every single thing on where you got everything. You see, as you can see, it's daylight instead of dark, so he did things within that time. Doesn't spoon feed you, although movies today they do. This is what happened, you retard. Here it implies it. Oh yeah, people are complaining about this with the Terminator using his finger to look at the names. Although that could be his programming to act more human, even though he doesn't need it. He is an infiltration unit. Crushing the toy car here. Looks like the truck the T-1000 drives in the next movie. Oh yeah, the assault weapon ban. I think the states. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, with that Uzi there with the short barrel. Someone was talking about that. I don't know if they had the state assault weapon ban in California at the time, 84. Need the longer barrel. It's all bullshit. Look at that. He didn't carry in condition 3 there, where you had to rack the slide. He will later on. I'll get to that. .35 looked older than that. Machinery motif here. Now it's nighttime. Time has passed. Alright, here we go. Flashbacks of or flash forwards because it's in the future. Yeah, that little trick there. It was actually just the model of the HK there. It would have been nice if they actually had the wheels / treads of the crane there, and then the front part would be that, and the back would be the HK. But it's looking at it, it's just the HK to do that trick right there. Yeah, a lot of people want a movie where there's more of the future. Yeah, I mean, I guess they want more junkyard, more nighttime, and even though they did Salvation, yeah, that's more desert. So it wasn't really what they wanted. More people here, so it isn't, again, living in a world instead of just revolves around the main characters. More realistic. And they really pushed the, was it $6 million with the special effects here. Nice effect here, blowing up the girl. Looks realistic, blood on his face. And this scene shows you that they do drive in the future, so I believe somebody asked that. Where did he learn how to drive? Oh, here you go. They still had some cars in the future. Probably somebody told him. Well, John Connor knew he was going to send him back, so he probably told him about the driving laws in the past. Now, is that his leg above there, or is that other guy's? Oh, our hero has PTSD. Yeah, he's not a Superman or a Rambo or anything like that. Normal guy. Has to go up against a fucking almost invincible robot. Probably a true definition of a hero. Jetsons on our shirt. I wonder if they picked that shirt because it takes place in the future. A lot of irony in this movie. I should start pointing out the ironies. Yeah, I didn't even know what that word was. Didn't even have a word for the type of humor here. Yeah, so it's back in late 93, early 94. I recorded off TV. Yeah, I went to Friendly's that day. I want to watch it, but record it instead. Yeah, some of the commercials they had, fucking Sonic the Hedgehog 3 was coming out, so. Also had one of those cereals with the squirrel, and he was dressed up like RoboCop 3 with the jetpack.
Tired of the same old flakes? Try Cluster cereal. It's got a nutty sweet taste you'll never want to give up. Clusters starts with crispy flakes with wheat and bran, but then adds clusters with nuts and honey for a sweet, nutty taste. So if you want more than just flakes, get your hands on some clusters before someone else does.
It's Groundhog Day.
Sonic 3 is coming.
Look for the shadow.
On Groundhog Day. Make that Hedgehog Day.
Did you see the shadow? Look out!
Sonic 3, February 2nd.
All right. Oh, yeah, here's Lance Henriksen. He was originally supposed to be the Terminator. Be regular guy who can infiltrate, but went with Schwarzenegger because it really looks like a machine is under that. Yeah, originally they wanted him as Kyle Reese. But if you want to see him as close to Kyle Reese, watch Kindergarten Cop, where he has the trench coat and the shotgun. I think they did casting better here. Michael Biehn as Kyle Reese and Schwarzenegger as the Terminator. Not a fan of how Linda Hamilton is dressed up here. I like her in the next outfit coming up. I think this is James Cameron on that answering machine. You remember answering machines, kids? Iguanas. My friend had a iguana. Well, his mother had an iguana. Yeah, they're all over the house like that. Yeah, not a fan of any of those pets. Shit all over the place. Yeah, here we are in our second outfit for the rest of the movie. Looked older in the other one. Oh, look. Rick Rossovich over here. This ain't Top Gun. Wearing that close to either what, more so what Terminator's wearing. I guess that was supposed to be a jump scare. That was the Terminator already there. Now Michael Biehn's watching from the shadows. Did he figured that would be the Terminator, him right there, or did he see me acted more human than a Terminator would? So that's why I didn't move in. Yeah, there he is sitting in his car at the entrance, seeing everybody coming in and going. Like the lighting here, there's actually shadows where you can't see things instead of, watching Alien 3 before where it's all lit up, where she's at that point looking for the alien, but she hits that pipe instead. You can clearly see it's a pipe. But that could also be because the low budget of this film didn't have the best lighting, which is to its advantage. It's actually dark, scary horror movie, giving it an atmosphere. Yeah, the second movie's more sleek in blue lighting. I just called her. Call her again. Yeah, somebody did a parody, making a romantic comedy out of the Terminator. And that's one of the lines in there. Funny. Machines need love too. There's our irony counter there. Goddamn phone book killer.
Sarah Connor was irresistible.
For summer of the buttons off your blouse, one by one.
Every man wanted her.
Call her.
You're very beautiful, senora.
I just called. Call her again.
But one man captured her heart.
I love you. I always have.
Only to break it. This spring, love will find its target.
Cyborgs don't feel pain. I do.
You'll never be over, Willie.
Was this another 35-year-old? Sarah Ann Connor.
It's gone. Just gone.
I suppose you know who the father is.
The Terminator.
Now she's gonna go check the phone book here. She's next in line. Now again, a living, breathing world here. You see this guy just standing around. Could also be the one looking for her. There's Michael Biehn. Oh yeah, for the longest time I could never knew the pronunciation of his last name. I always called him Beehen, which there was a character called Beehen in one of his movies, Tombstone. Yeah, like I said, I saw this on TV. They said the names of Linda Hamilton, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, but not the hero. Yeah, that's seems like one of the reasons Michael Biehn's career didn't become a superstar like Tom Cruise. And I mean, he is the hero in the movie, but they don't act like it. Yeah, it was until I believe either this movie or Aliens on DVD, and where I heard his pronunciation of his name, Bean, like Mr. Bean, a British comedy. Yeah. And he admitted to alcoholism, why his career didn't really take off. Although he's in 2 favorite movies of all time. He's in the top 2. Terminator and Aliens.
My name is Michael Biehn, and I'm also an alcoholic. It really just turned into hell for me. It just was a nightmare. I wanted to quit, and I had a hard time quitting. Drinking really has caused a lot of problems in my life.
Now, was the Terminator waiting for the cops to leave the apartment, or did he just get there at the same time as they were leaving? Did he climb the building to get up there? Or where are they, on the first floor? Nice slow shot here, trying to get an upskirt shot. Yeah, this reminds me of E.T. with the refrigerator. That type of food they're eating. She's eating. Oh yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger also referenced that he wanted the Terminator to drink a beer after this. But Cameron didn't want that, luckily. He tried to put more humor in it. That's another thing, this was less humorous and more horror. Yeah, that stupid shit. Although in the script, the Terminator does have to eat to keep the human flesh living. Although it'd be efficient, it doesn't need much food because the battery cell moves the body, machine part. Yeah, it's not rubber skin. That's the 600 series, as he mentions later. Yeah, horror music here. Upskirt shot. Oh yeah, like I said before, slasher movie. Now in the script there was he's supposed to cut open her leg because she supposedly has a metal rod from a injury. So cuts open the leg to confirm it's the Sarah he's looking for. But they cut it out of this movie. If only he didn't make that phone call, you'd figure that she would be Sarah, or at least not know where your location is, because he does look later. Well, in a second for the license. Yeah, landlines, no cell phones to directly call someone. Crushing the headphones there. can't directly get anybody. You gotta wait for them being around. University. I think in the script she's supposed to be 19. I think Kyle Reese is supposed to be 21, even though they're older in this movie. I suppose she can, towards the end of college, so she could be older in this movie. Public place, you'll be safe there. Not in these days. High body counts. Now you gotta shoot back if you want to live, or you want to be a sheep. Lambs to the slaughter. Great music. Not just Brad Fidel, but also the Triangles and a couple other people. Breaks the bouncer's hand. Look to the left. Some guy looks like he sneaks in. Some people say that's Kyle Reese sneaking in, but not sure. I always assumed Kyle Reese went around the back, broke in through the back door. Oh yeah, the irony. That's another one I forgot to mention while he's fighting Rick Rossovich in the bedroom. I'm gonna bust you up, man. Yeah, he ain't busting him up. He's a Terminator. Oh yeah, they said how could he trip him up, but well, he didn't pick him up, but he like went for the legs and took him down, even though the Terminator would weigh a lot. Tripped him. Hope they both look like psychos, killers. Michael Biehn and Terminator, Arnold. No. Yeah, I didn't have the internet to check out the ads. What was it like? Did they tell you who's who? I know some of the ads for T2, you'd think Arnold's the bad guy in that one, but some of them spoil that. No, he's the good guy in the second one. See it right here. Now he racked the slide on that 45. He didn't do it the other times. I was going to say 1911, single action. Even though you could put the safety on, but still, if you don't have a holster, you just put it in your waistband, probably would want to have in condition 3. Yeah, these gunshots is what I noticed, the difference in the audio on this DVD. Yeah, the Uzi and the revolver. Nice shot of Kyle Reese jumping over the camera there and rolling. Michael Biehn unloading the buckshot and wait, no, it's 1 ounce slugs, excuse me. I think one of those hits, there's a little animation of electric. All of the physics on those bullets wouldn't push them. I always assumed it because the hits it hard, it's involuntary spasms out. So it's not physically pushing the Terminator. It's himself spazzing out that makes him fall. Need those big heavy slugs to do it, unlike the other calibers, where like in the police station where it doesn't take him down. And here we go, thermovision here. Not as good as the number 2. It's supposed to be infrared, although it seems darker here, hard to see. Not really doing its effect, but then again, this is a low budget. Like how he shoots the gas tank twice to get the vapors out and then set it off. And this is where he loses his eyebrows in the fire and his hair. A little bit of his hair. And Arnold Schwarzenegger will keep this haircut for most of his career. As you saw before, it was longer. And that audio where you hits the car and goes out, yeah, that was different. Here's one of the co-writers. Said he written the dialogue for the cops, or the cop scenes. Bill Wisher playing this cop here. I believe the to serve and protect on that police car changes later on. I didn't quite catch it at that part. I just remembered it. I forgot to mention, "Come with me if you want to live." Kyle Reese said it before, the Terminator. Editing error here. He went to grab her hair, now his arm's in front of her. Driving on that sidewalk. Targeted for termination. Yeah, in these scenes, they said Arnold looks around first with his eyes, then moves his head like a surveillance camera. Cyberdyne Systems Model 101. I forgot to watch the Terminator 3, or one part. What is he called? The T850 or some shit. They fucked up. Yeah, they got the model and the type. Yeah, the T800s. They make a distinction in this one. 600 series was rubber. 800 series is real human flesh. And the model is like what they look like. Like Model 101 looks like Arnold, and 102 would be somebody else. Flesh, skin, hair, blood, grown for the cyborgs. Pay attention, bitch. There you go, 600 series rubber skin. Spot them easy. These are new. And the T1000 would be a prototype, never used. So where's all that other crazy shit coming in the later movies? For about 40 years. We're getting there. Well, actually, I think it is 40 years. 84. 94. 2004. 2014. And 2024. Yep, 40 years. We're there. Oh, does he mean the 800 series? So they've been around new for 5 years? Is that what he meant? Cyborgs feel pain. Don't do that again. Bargain with? It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear. And it absolutely will not stop ever until you are dead. Famous line. A lot of these lines are in a song for the Terminator Sega CD. He's a 50 cal with the armor-piercing rounds. That'll probably do it. Genesis did do that. Yeah, the Barrett came out 2 years before this movie, 82. Not sure how hard it would be to get. Those are expensive still. Although Deep Round has been around since the early 1900s with the M2 Browning machine gun, but that'd be harder to get. Although this is before 86, before the machine guns had been frozen. After 86, you can't get any new machine guns, so that would increase in price. Guess they saw with you need a tax stamp, 200 tax stamp to get a machine gun and all that paperwork and bullshit. Land of the free, huh? Yep, so during this time you could still get new machine guns. So for a relatively cheap price. Hopefully we'll do away with the NFA and ATF, those scumbags who like to burn kids alive with weapons of war, tanks, and what was it, CS gas? That was banned from but they used it. They don't give a fuck. Hypocrites, scumbags. More of them should have been shot and killed at Waco. Only 4 of them. And they all used to be bodyguards to Clinton. Now what does that say to you? I probably would get out of this garage sooner. Probably wouldn't even explain to her what was going on in the first car. When I went out and found another car and get the hell out of here and then explain it. Although right now the police are looking for him in this car park. Now they got the bite mark on his hand. Forgot to mention that he gets bit in all 3 Cameron movies. This one, Aliens by Newt, and Ed Harrison, The Abyss. In William Gibson's script for Alien 3, Newt bites somebody else.
Cops aren't legally obligated to protect citizens. Of course I fought back, but they hit me with tear gas. Even though it's banned by the Geneva Conventions, it's perfectly legal to use on citizens. Go figure. They haven't charged me with a crime, but they can hold me here for days anyway. I thought I should sue, but thanks to qualified immunity, cops can't be held accountable for human rights violations. Sheesh! I'm not saying anything without a lawyer. It's totally legal for them to lie to me after all. A-cab!
HK's Hunter Killers. Putting cams for orderly disposal. Now the tattoo bar code. Yeah, just like Nazi Germany. Well, I believe it was just a number, not a barcode. This whole thing is explaining about the camps. Yes, that's fucking salvation. It wasn't just one. There's a couple of guys out there. Yeah, they fucked up there. They really should watch the other movies before writing the script. Looking at you, Lucas and Ridley. Especially if you're doing a prequel. Gotta get that continuity right. Here we go, the surveillance camera eyes on Schwarzenegger. Here we go, what's it say? To care and to protect. Let's see if that changes later. No eyebrows on him. Oh, yeah, that's another thing they complain about. Wouldn't a Terminator be 100% accurate? Well, not really, because as you can see, they're going sideways here in the car park. You got those pillars in the way. If you were playing Metal Gear Solid, they get in the way, so that'll miss the shot. And then it can't account for everything here. Re-stopping the Terminator, going over bumps and shit, the different varying speeds. Kyle moving. Yeah. I mean, it would be 100% accurate if you're standing still, or you can, or like in T2, he gets his when anything's when he's on the motorcycle, he can shoot the locks because he can see the ground ahead of him, see the bumps and everything. So yeah, he can hit into. He's got all the information there. I believe, if I remember correctly, Grand Theft Auto 5 had the 100% cop accuracy. I mean, if you run around them, they don't lead their shots, so they'll always miss. So that's another thing. Doesn't lead the shots. If you're doing a 100% robotic accuracy. Yeah, they're shooting slugs here by the big holes instead of having a lot of tiny pellets. I hope those holes on the side where Sarah Connor is were at an angle not straight across, because that would go through the door. Although for some calibers there is a metal bar somewhere or some other shit that would stop some. I know with handguns they were doing tests on that. But otherwise, pretty much the only cover you have on a car is that engine, that big metal. Unless you got some other shit in there, something in the back. But the car itself, no, will go. Most calibers will go through. And Sarah's right, they will kill you. They're psychopaths. They love to kill, cops do. Dedicated to serve. Yeah, it changed on that cop car. They said people complain out of character for the Terminator to run away, but then again, one of his eyes is blocked with a slug, and his arm is fucked up, and police are on the way, which he doesn't have the information on what weapons they have, so it looks like that's why he went away. Probability of successfully killing Sarah there was probably low. Silverman, excuse me. Hopefully the DVD won't fuck up here. Yeah, this one's over 20 years old. Double-sided, both the wide screen and the 3:4 square. Yeah, when I was watching this earlier, it stopped when he's going back out the window of his apartment. I really wish it showed a slug in his eye there. It doesn't look like... looks damaged, but it doesn't look like it was shot. Yeah, I'm remembering fucking Quentin Tarantino saying the 80s was the worst decade for movies. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Some of the best movies are there. Or he was complaining about they're not gory enough, but this operation scene says otherwise. Guess you also never seen RoboCop either, or The Predator. Well, there's a lot of gory movies. I remember they were complaining those movies are getting too fucking violent during that time. particularly the 80s movies. Yeah, this movie explains everything, especially this scene. Like, why didn't they bring weapons, and how did the Terminator come through? And they got the greatest excuse here. Well, why is it? Why can't anything dead go? I didn't build the fucking thing. Yeah, that's one of the reasons. That's one of my favorite movie. Well, my favorite movie of all time. Has everything. It's everything pretty much right. Yeah, they also complain about the time paradoxes. People are quick to say a loophole, but nobody knows how time works. But I guess this would be called the ripple effect. So that's why when the Terminator went back, it didn't immediately change the future. It takes time. Like when the ripple effect, you throw a rock in the water, and it takes time for the waves to come back to you. So that's how Kyle then went back to the past without it changing. Here we go. Here's the eye scene. Here's gore for you in the 80s. Another eye scene. When did that come out? Zombie. Yeah, with the wood going through her eye. Was that 79 or 80? Also, Cannibal Holocaust. What was that? 80? And you also got Evil Dead, another gory movie. Was that 80, 81? Borderline 70s, but 80s. Gargoyles. Although later you see he doesn't have the damage on his eye. They should have put a little prosthetic over his eye. Yep, your hair's singed. Hopefully it doesn't freeze here. Yeah, see, a lot of things happened off camera. He got the hotel, put his guns in there, got that jacket, leather jacket. Yeah, that's what the iconic leather jacket, as opposed to that other jacket he had, the military M65 with the rhinestones and chains on it. Oh, did I miss the famous? Oh shit! No, don't. Yeah, it's freezing here. Oh, you bastard. Ray guns. It's going. Let me just make sure we're synced here. Oh, is that or the batteries? All right, we're gonna be at 57 minutes right now. I just flipped on the TV. I was saying, did he say the famous line? It's just him and me. Oh, this is Michael Bihn's idea. If this guy ain't the authority, who do I talk to? Let me talk to that security camera. Exactly, if you're not authority. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, that screaming like a madman ain't helping your case there, Michael. I'm not crazy!
I'm not crazy!
I can't see that clock above what time it is. Oh yeah, the front windshield, you don't want to punch through that. The side ones you can do. I believe they said earlier when he punched through the side window that was real. I don't know if he had anything in his glove there to help smash it. Now the front one has the plastic so it doesn't shatter in an accident, but the side ones do. So the front one's hard to get through. You definitely don't want to try and punch through that. I believe they had a piston or something to get through it there earlier. And they had a big truck with a wall on its side. Had that drive through fast while the car's stationary. So it looks like it's driving backwards. I have smashed one of those windows, but with my back on my dad's truck, pushing off some branches at the dump. Put too much pressure on the glass. No, I didn't get hurt because I was wearing a leather jacket like the Terminator here. Yeah, I've been through glass a couple times where I haven't been hurt. Yeah, when I was younger at the old house where the ceiling was only like 6 foot on the beds, so even closer to the head. Yeah, I went through the light there, one of those plates, not the bulb itself. Smashed that with my head, did not get cut, but my brother did the same thing and he got cut. Oh yeah, nice detail there. He looked around the office here. Yeah, people commented on the nice penmanship of this guy. I'll be back, the famous line. That was a couple of seconds ago. And I think he probably, if the Terminator waited, he probably could have killed her here when they came out. Yep, sound effects here, the old sound effects. Oh. Having the SPOS 12 sound like a machine gun instead of a shotgun there. Terrorists, back when terrorists were a fucking joke. Wouldn't be until 2001, 9/11, although taken somewhat seriously. I wonder if that would work if you put the electric into the wires, would that all the light bulbs pop out? I try to believe that he got knocked out from being slammed and then one kick to the gut. If I were to do this, I'd have him kick him in the head at least once or twice, make sure he's knocked out. What are they doing with the assault weapons, machine guns? Yeah, the patrolmen wouldn't get them until 1997 after the North Hollywood shootout, where it seemed like they were shooting at 2 Terminators because they were wearing body armor, and one guy made a suit, so that lasted 44 minutes. One guy just had the bulletproof vest. Cops shoot for shit, couldn't get a fucking headshot. First guy was shot in the head, well, suicide, so that he suicided himself while the one cop got a headshot, so that cop was erased from existence. That guy still would have been dead. And the other bank robber they shot in the legs with the assault rifles. But I thought they didn't want weapons of war on the streets. Or a good guy with a gun can't stop crime. Although cops aren't good guys, but semantics here. Oh yeah, the bank robbers didn't kill anybody. Those were the only two that died that day, even though they had machine guns and armor-piercing bullets. Gotta learn how to shoot. Looked at Sarah to make sure she wasn't shot. I wonder if that trip was intentional there by Kyle Reese over there. Or was it a mistake that they left in? Geography here. Or was that a jump in time? Because they were right there. Oh yeah, the layout of that, it's weird of this police station. Is it even a real police station? It's like, how do you get in there? It's like a hall that leads into a room, 2 offices, and it's like there isn't a hallway. It's fucked up. Yeah, a lot of movies don't have good geography. You don't know where everything is. It really doesn't build suspense like, oh no, he's right there. What the hell? Oh, yeah, the music there by Brad Fidel. He didn't want it heroic when he finds Sarah. He still wanted tension, like they're still in danger. No, yeah, that fucking when Kyle Reese calls out, that could have been the Terminator calling out. Fooled you, bang.
Reese! Fooled you!
Here you go, way too fast.
Now, what was that car? A Gremlin? Yeah, speaking of gremlins, Dick Miller, the gun shop owner. Can't do that. Wrong. Now that car came prepared. I don't think many people prepare for things like that. Flashlight and med kit. Well, you could say it's one of the cops' cars. I wonder what ammo the Terminator was using, that AR-18. I forget, this came out in 84, where they're using the, what the hell is it, the M855, the penetrators. Those are a little bit slower. Not like the M193. Now those are going fast and they tumble and they do a lot of damage. Yeah, especially the M855. Yeah, during the fucking Black Hawk Down, they were complaining they were shooting 5-6 times and they couldn't even tell that they were shooting the guy. Yeah, those ones suck. It's basically ice picking them instead of doing the damage with tumbling. Yeah, you lose velocity in shorter barrels. And the 5.56/223s depend on that velocity. As you start cutting down the barrel, you lose that velocity and losing that tumble ability and shattering effect. Being the heavier bullet, the 62 grains, the M855, that slows it down. Where it's the 55 grain M193 is a lot faster. I believe having that seal there keeps it from shattering and fucking tumbling. Yeah, so that would explain why Kyle Reese's arm here isn't all fucked up. Worse than it should be. Hiding before the war, so I forget what the paradox is called, loop or something like that, I forget. Yeah, so this always meant to happen. Although logically, this is how I'd have the timeline. Basically, no Terminator gets sent back in 84. basically Sarah marries a truck driver or whoever. It'd be a different father than the future. Then when Kyle goes back in time, that creates another timeline, different 84, where he's the father, and that changes things. Like now, with the advanced technology from the arm of the Terminator that gets left behind, that we see at the end of this, that helps accelerate the technology and thus creating the T-1000. Then we got another timeline created where the T-1000 comes back. At least that's how I logically explain this, and how this could work. Yeah, it is cold out there. Just look at Sarah. Oh yeah, now he's got a new trench coat here. So it's not a continuity error. You gotta be paying attention here. Yeah, they didn't make retard delight movies back then. Gotta be paying attention. They don't spoon feed you things. I think the last new movie that didn't spoon feed you, where you had to pay attention, was The Dark Knight, the Batman. Yeah, I got a lot of people saying, why did he go for Harvey Dent? I thought he was going for Rachel Dawes, but if you're paying attention to Joker Lies, I got that right away. So he gave him the wrong addresses and went to the other person. Being Joker's a liar, I'd always wondered. Probably should have read the script. The one scene where they have the detonator to the bomb on the other ship. Yeah, I was wondering if they pulled the detonator, the bomb on their ship would have went off. Or both of them will have went off. So you know how he lies. And now that's a real gun that Kyle Reese has there. I believe it's a Velmet M82. Very rare. That's why I don't see it. I think it's Finnish. Like I said, I don't have the internet to look that up beforehand. I think one guy used it once in a hostage situation that was on the Killing of America. Was his name Hoskin or something? Yeah, so he was going to shoot out with the cops, but he didn't. He suicided himself. Shot some cops. If you're going to kill yourself, kill some cops too. So I don't want to fuck with people anymore. I wonder if that G3 there is, those guns are converted to fire plasma. Because lasers are invisible. Plasma you can see. Phased plasma rifle at 40-watt range. Yeah, here's the part where, coming up soon, where they got the cover for Metal Gear for the NES/MSX for the first game. Also uses likeness for Snake's Revenge cover. Yes, when he's got the photo in his mouth as the Terminator busts in. Yeah, he's got the headset. Yeah, look at the lived-in feel here. Very dirty. Even then, when there's like nowadays, everything's cleaned and shit. Even George Lucas didn't take his advice. Everything looks sterile. The fucking prequels. Yeah, man, the original Star Wars, he told the cleaning lady, don't vacuum or anything. He should have took his own advice, especially not messing with the old movies. There's the photo. Here it comes when he puts it in his mouth. Or maybe we don't even have that shot here. That's a production shot for ads and shit. Franco Colombo here, one of Arnold's weightlifting buddies here. Short guy. Also worked out with Stallone. Helped him work out for his Rocky series. Probably why Stallone, he's also short himself. He wanted another short guy to help him. Yep, and here we go. Shows you what the Terminators do. Infiltration unit. In this scene. The side's going back into the past trying to kill somebody. Doesn't look like his phase plasma rifle is working too well, or he's a bad shot hitting that Terminator. Or is this just Sarah Connor's dream? Yeah, here we go, horror here. The fucking red eyes and the shadows. Although you can see they are coming out a bit, like goggles. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the laser on, not these lasers, the laser on the 45 long slide. Yeah, that was, didn't have the battery power there. They had a bigger battery with a cable running down his Arnold sleeve. And he had, in his other arm, down his other sleeve, he had a button to turn it on. But of course now we can get very tiny lasers where we don't have any of that shit. Only have to use those very tiny batteries to get them to work. They probably gave him a shorter trench coat because he doesn't have that shotgun anymore. He only has that pussy 38. That's not going to do much unless we shoot him in the eyes like Michael Myers. Or I shot him once in the eye. You shoot both the eyes out so he can't see. Here's where the Terminator's learning. This wasn't on the TV version. Funny as hell when I first saw it. Flies on his face. Rot. Got a dead cat in there. Fuck you, asshole. Yeah, learned that from the gang at the beginning, if you're paying attention. Possible response, yes, no, or what? Go away, please come back later. Fuck you, asshole. Yeah, that's why they patched him up in the second one. He starts to rot. Yeah, he's starting to rot, and so now he's being less covert here. Now he's just walking out there with the rifle. God damn. I shot at those Nike Vandals there. Wait, still that off of dead cops. Or was it the truck driver? Yep, a lot of things happen off screen. You gotta assume. Doesn't cheat. A lot of jumps in time, so other things happen during that time. Here we go. Kyle looking at the hotel, checking everything out. So just walk into the room. Bad direction. For your escape routes, any tactical advantages or disadvantages. Yeah, that 30 ain't gonna do much. You gotta get another shotgun while you're out. The rifles you can take today, but there's a 15 wait day period. Oh, that's all bullshit. That cooling off period. If someone's that mad, they're gonna do it. Most likely they're gonna use a knife. Believe me, I know from personal experience. So fucking stupid. Yeah, somebody's gonna get so fucking pissed off that they want to kill somebody. You bitch, you just wait here. I'm gonna get in my car. I'm gonna go down to the gun shop, drive all the way down there, pay, come back, and then I'm gonna shoot you in your fucking face. Now just you wait fucking here. Bullshit. That's fucking stupid. No, what they do if they're that mad, they're gonna grab something in the house, a knife, like I said, or a hammer, or gonna choke somebody to death. Or what happened here in New Jersey was the opposite way. Somebody, some girl wanted to get a gun because her ex-boyfriend was threatening her, and he killed her, I believe, with a knife. So yeah, of course girl's not gonna fight off with a knife or bare hands against a guy. You need a gun. But you gotta wait for those handguns. Making the pipe bombs here. Even as a kid, I knew this was all bullshit. I don't want people replicating this. If somebody wants to do that, they'll check a science book. So what are you gonna do, fucking get rid of science books or what? Yeah, I remember that in the computer class. When the teacher was saying something about, I forget, we don't want you, been years something, or we don't want you looking up a bomb or something like that, or I forget what the subject was or what he was talking, the context. But basically you have to violate the First Amendment there. Free speech and freedom of the press right there. And the Second Amendment, and while we're at it. So. The right to bear arms, that includes pipe bombs. Even during the revolutionary days, they had fucking cannons, you fucking retards. Not just muskets, fucking retards. Yeah, they were complaining how later Kyle Reese just throws the pipe bombs in the bag, but the most important part is on those threads, make sure there's no gunpowder or anything like that on the threads so it doesn't spark off and blow up there. So once they're on, you're a little bit more safer to throw them around and shit. You gotta light it. I sure hoped Sarah washed those bum pants there. No, she's washing his shirt and jacket. Good fighters. Doesn't say they look good. No, not like you. They look like lesbians in the future. That's why I didn't bang any of them. Out the picture. Wondering what she was thinking. She was thinking about him. We'll get to that. Yeah, I didn't even notice that myself until somebody mentioned it in the forums, or I forget where. Yeah. Never picked up on that. Like I said, these movies are for people who are paying attention. Doesn't spoon feed you. Like fucking Spaceballs when they explain the plot line. Everybody got that? Yeah, right there he says it. I wonder what you're thinking. I came across time for you, Sarah. One of the better pickup lines. Yeah, I was thinking, somebody also thought of this. I saw that in the forums, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking Kyle Reese built the fucking Terminator just to get with Sarah here. But oopsie, the Terminator went haywire and has him, kills him. Yeah, there's a Terminator parody for you. Oh yeah, the fucking TV. This is more dissolves and close-ups. Can't see Linda Hamilton's tits. Yeah, more close-ups of the hands, more dissolves. I gotta watch the VHS edited version. Yeah, still have it. Or should still have it. Yeah, great music. Brad Fiedel changing the Terminator theme with using a piano. Robert Rodriguez also does that in also another movie with Michael Biehn, Planet Terror. One of the only double feature movies I've seen in the theaters. You know, for 3 hours long. I believe that movie bombed at the box office. But I saw it. Now, is that truck the same truck in Back to the Future 2? It's like a first-person shooter with that gun. Terminator's not taking any chances getting the target. Just suppressive fire into the whole fucking room. What was the orientation of that truck? Did Reese want to do that on purpose to hit the Terminator? How about he just got right the fuck out of there when it wasted time? The Terminator likes to wear sunglasses at night like Corey Hart. Yeah, using the armor, well, the high velocities is what gets through metal. Yeah, there isn't much armor on that truck. That'd be going right through it, hitting them. Unless he's shooting through the front, that's where you got the cover in the engine. Speaking of Back to the Future, is this the same tunnel or tunnel close to that that was used in Back to the Future 2? You know, those pipe bombs are pretty weak because that's hitting them pretty close. You'd think would pop a tire or something. Did he just make smoke bombs? Although it works later when he puts it inside the Terminator, but that's another thing. Putting it in the center where it builds pressure causes more damage as opposed to just sitting on the surface. Yeah, like the barrel of the gun, like I said, longer barrel builds more pressure over time instead of it just expanding in the air. All 360 degrees as opposed to just one direction. Yeah, that's why grenades don't have a far effective range, because it's not concentrated. Flip the whole truck over. Get the fuck out of there while he's down. Don't look. You always notice the leg here has green on it. Is the Terminator wearing green socks? No, it's just a dummy. Oh yeah, here's some more gore. Fucking ripped up fucking hands, all bloodied up. Oh, what's he do to him? Looks like he just tosses him to the ground. Yeah, just play dead. Oh yeah, somebody mentioned in the police station shootout, he saw one of the cops moving on the ground, but somebody mentioned, yeah, he's probably just plain dead. He might still be alive. More efficient to tell him to get out than try and kill him. Plus he has no guns and he's been fucked up pretty bad. wonder if that's a model there where he makes that big swing. I know later on with the explosion of the tanker here, for all these years I didn't know that was a model when it blows up. You can even see the string in 2 points, but then again, it's used to watching VHS, shitty VHS recorded off TV, so not that clear, so it makes it more real. Now with the Blu-ray and the high quality, you can see these mistakes better. And back then it looked real. I believe Linda Hamilton broke her ankle or injured her ankle before shooting, so they saved the running scenes for the end. Hopefully it'll heal up. And you better hide in that dumpster there. She's dodging, weaving in those cars so it hits shit, but I'd personally be going down an alley where it can't reach you. Yeah, looks like there was a string to that truck, that last shot before it blew up. Yeah, right here they saw a model. Looks pretty real, rather than CGI. Thought it was they really blew up a truck there. But they said it was over by an armory or some shit, so they couldn't blow up a real big one. So they had to do it in a model. Yeah, I believe they fucked up the first model. The tires, the string pulled the tires off. Yeah, so they had to rebuild it because the explosion did go off. Alright, he falls face first, but then he turns over. But when he gets up, he'll be facing forward. They really should have, right here it looks like a skeleton and not Terminator exoskeleton. Yeah, it looks like the truck itself took the brunt of that explosion. That's why the Terminator wasn't so damaged here. And that's why the pipe bomb did more damage, like I mentioned before, because it's inside it, creating pressure on them. So just on the surface, and the truck taking most of the blast. Yeah, see, here we go, coming up, Terminator coming face down. Yeah, there was a painting of this with the calories for the shotgun of this scene. Yeah, Cameron did a lot of paintings. They had a painting of Lance Henriksen as the Terminator. Now they incorporated the limp here on the Terminator in the model. I remember some trivia saying that they got the limp of Robert Patrick he got from a high school football injury, but I never seen him with a limp, so I'm wondering what the fuck they're talking about. They said they incorporated that with the CGI, but I never saw him with the limp. But to hear with the models, I do see it, or do they get confused with that little trivia there? And with that limp, that's why he ain't running fast, and now it's more like all the other killers. Yeah, the masked killers of the 80s. Freddy Krueger, Jason, fucking Michael Myers. Yeah, baby. Yes. Yeah, Terminator has an excuse. Injured, damaged, leg. Can't run after him. And doesn't cheat teleporting like in fucking Jason Takes Manhattan, like with the teacher. He like teleports up in the building when the teacher goes in there, even though he was behind him. I don't think Kyle has to come on. He's after you. Probably be safe unless he was directly trying to stop the Terminator. Oh yeah, because of the budget, this is the only time we see the exoskeleton of the Terminator. Yeah, that's why you mostly see Arnold through the movie. Although in the second one with the much bigger budget, highest budget at the time, Terminator 2, yeah, you got to see more of the Terminators. This computer brain can't handle it. A lot of movement here. I would, in these action movies, have a wider shot or do a better job of the geography. A lot of times they got close-ups or medium shots. Give some wide shots like a video game so I know where everything's at. So like right here, what's the, how far away from the Terminator are they? What's the exits, and are they trapped at one point? Well, is there another way around? Knowing the geography builds more suspense, but most of these movies, like right here at the stairs, it says, oh, we're blocked up, and there's the Terminator. Don't want to get up the stairs. He's slow. You could probably go around him and exit. Yeah, Kyle's injured, but I doubt he'd interrogate him like T-1000 in the second one, where Call to Sarah. I don't know if his voice box is... there's a question. Is the voice box destroyed now that the skin's all gone? Does it have its own microphone or something? Run! Surprised he didn't try and kick the Terminator off the stairs. He used that pipe, yeah, away from it, get on level ground. Going for the head. Hopefully he can destroy the fucking chip. Ooh, don't want to get hit. Backhanded. Pimp slapped. Here we go with the pipe bomb. Now, how does Kyle Reese die? Does he break his neck falling down the stairs, or was it shrapnel that killed him? Yeah, they worried about that doing the effect. I think that was made of foam rubber, so the crew wasn't killed by shrapnel. Yeah, you usually don't want to take out anything in case you hit an artery, like the shrapnel here. So if you hit an artery, it should be bleeding out, where keep it in so it doesn't bleed out. Anything stopping it until you get to a hospital. Or unless you're positively sure you didn't hit an artery. It's something on the surface. Yep, see, horror movie. Thought it was over with the explosion of the truck. Then you thought it was over with the explosion of the Terminator here. As Ridley would say, there's the end, and then there's the end, and then there's the end. Yeah, this has a 70s feel here, with a downer of the 70s. Having the hero killed off. Oh yeah, that's another thing, probably why Michael Bihn's career, yeah, his heroes aren't the Supermen. He gets killed off. Fucking on TV they don't pronounce his name as either Linda Hamilton or Arnold Schwarzenegger, now playing in the Terminator. Yeah, they didn't mention the hero, Kyle Reese, Michael Biehn. Yeah, I got a problem here. There's no friction metal on metal, and it's not like there's any grating for the Terminator to move under this press here. Yeah, they should have had some grating or something so he could pull himself along. Only got one hand. I'm like, how's it fucking moving? Move, bitch. Of course, on the TV, she just says, "You're terminated," instead of "You're terminated, fucker."
You're terminated.
Now, what does that press do anyway? I know this is Cyberdyne, but what exactly is being made in that factory? Not more the electric here. Looks realistic. Yeah, low budget here. The ending shot with the eye going out is was it tinfoil and cigarette smoke. And I believe the press here is styrofoam, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the shot here as they dial down the light in the eye. Now you know it's dead. And here we go, leads to the acceleration of technology and the T-1000 being created with that hand and chip here. Low budget here, that's James Cameron's suit bag that he closed up over Michael Biehn's face. I think they shot down the back of his car, I believe. Yeah, 80s movies, rare thing to see the main character be killed off, although they seem to be being killed off left and right today. And the communists want to kill the past. Kill your heroes. Bring their own commie bullshit. Was it Han Solo was one of them? I know Rambo Raff went down the list. I got to write that down. Han Solo, Luke Skywalker. Indiana Jones is alive, but totally disrespected. What other characters? Main characters died, killed off. All they said it started with Alien 3 with Ripley, but she came back in Alien Resurrection. Let me see, she's talking about Kyle, thinking about him. Oh, I believe they mentioned the angle. It was a low angle instead of a straight shot of that photo there. $5 If he doesn't, his father will beat him. Hope he gives you hell. Yeah, looking at the picture there, it's pretty much a straight shot instead of a low angle. He said there's a storm coming in. know. There we go, driving off into those ominous clouds there. I believe that's animated. I doubt they got that the day of. Yeah. Going on with that music. Production manager and acknowledgement to the works of Harlan Ellison. Oh, that guy's an asshole if you ever seen fucking interviews and shit of him. I believe he also said he pulled a knife on somebody. I forget because he didn't like what the other guy said. Real douchebag. He liked to sue. And I believe they, well, obviously sued James Cameron. I believe he said James Cameron plagiarized 2 of his, was it Outer Limits, the Twilight Zone episodes. I think one of them was called The Soldier, where 2 soldiers go back in time and fight out there. And then another one, fucking The Glass Hand or some shit like that. Like I said, I don't have internet to double check this shit. Yep. But who remembers those episodes? I don't. I remember this. Remember the Terminator. Did a better job with the ideas than Harlan Ellison. He was saying, I forget, was he asked to go to the premiere or some shit, or they didn't invite him. I don't know what the context is. He said that was a red flag. And I don't know if so much plagiarism. If we don't remember those 2 things, those aren't well remembered. Yeah, somebody was talking about that. Harlan Ellison never had that big series. He only did short stories. Or, like they said, he never had a Star Trek or a Star Wars or big series, so that's why he's mostly forgotten. And the Terminator still lives on. Tom Woodruff, know him, also worked on Alien 3. Yeah, you can see them on YouTube. Yeah, they were talking about fucking The Thing, how they use CG. Garbage CG. Practical effects are better because it's actually there. It exists. Yeah, and you notice the cast isn't the first thing that's different in this one. That's probably also another thing with Michael Biehn. Yeah, he didn't become a huge star like Tom Cruise or something like that. Now we're down at the cast. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the Terminator. Kyle Reese is second billing. Michael Biehn, then Linda Hamilton's in third. But like I said, on TV, they never said his name. I wonder if they just didn't say because they didn't know how to pronounce it. Punk leader Bill Paxton. Yeah, I didn't learn his name until like 2003, like 10 years later after seeing the Terminator. Either on Terminator DVD or definitely Alien. 2003. Laser guns provide... went by too fast. Post-production services, CFI. Here we go. Here's the other songs. You can't do that by the Triangles. Pictures of You performed by 16mm. Photoplay by Triangles. Intimacy, Lynn Van Heck. Burning in the Third Degree, Triangles. Processed by CFI. I don't know what that stands for. Probably not CGI. Or computer film imagery, as opposed to computer-generated image or imagery. This is fictitious. You're telling me nobody ever went back into the past to, or Cyborg went to the past to try and assassinate somebody and somebody else tried to stop him? Well, that's about it. Well, there's a few other things here, but yeah, the credits are done. Got a little www.mgm.com. I know I definitely forgot things I wanted to say. Hopefully I did the best I could on this commentary explaining why it's my all-time favorite movie. Has everything. It's near perfect, explaining everything, a lot of action. That is almost everything right. But Well, any questions, put it down in the comments and I'll answer them. Probably, hopefully, articulate better there. But, I think we're going, yep, we're at the main menu. I'll stop it here. Like I said, probably next one, commentary will be Casino Royale, and then probably Live and Let Die, at least those two. Yeah. Since I got the Walther PBK, I want to do some James Bond stuff. We'll do that sometime in the future. Yeah, speak about movies in the future. Alright, I'll see you then. Oh yeah, that's another thing, that short movie. An hour and 47 minutes, so it's clocked at. We're at 1 hour and 51 minutes here. Movies don't have to be 2.5, 3 hours long. There you go, there's another positive here. It's not too long. Best timing is 1.5 hours to 2 hours, and that's it. Just long enough to watch without having to take a piss. Alright, I'll see you guys. Well, not next stream. Well, it'll probably be a stream or next video or whatever. I'll see you then.
When the production got them from Nike, they were they were prototypes. Okay, so when I wore this in the movie, I kind of thought back then this was all seemed very cool to me. Right. So after the movie was when I went out and I tried to buy these. Yeah. Because I just thought they were cool, and I couldn't get them.
Do you know whatever happened to the ones you wore in the movie?
I don't know.